Hi, it's me. Okay, we're just going to have a look at Oktoberwind Part 1, and that's the first two lines of Oktoberwind, and I will do the last two lines in a Part 2 episode. It's a good idea to get Part 1 under your belt first, okay? So what we're looking at in this one is getting to use these two fingers and learning how to use them in a picking pattern. So I want you to take your peace fingers and I want you to put your index finger, bold bossy boots, on string 2 and your other finger on string 1. And what I want you to do is I want you to play string 2, then 1, then 2. And take a rest. String 2, string 1, string 2. Okay, so just closer so you can see what I'm doing. There's string 2, string 1, string 2. Now you notice I'm not doing this. I'm not landing. I'm not going. I'm not landing on the strings. I'm actually picking up into the palm of my hand. Okay, if you're having trouble doing that and you find your hands are doing this like that, it's because you're too side on. You see how side on? You need to bring your wrist up a bit so that you can come down onto the guitar a little easier. And also if you bring this part of your hand down, then that's easier to scoop up. If you're like this, it's really hard to do it, but if you bring that bit down, it's much easier to scoop them up. Alright, so you might need to stop the video now and practice that a little bit before you come back, but I'll keep going. Okay, so now I want you to put your finger on this hand. I want you to go to string 4, fret 2. Okay, now you're going to play that string 4 with your thumb, and then you're going to play string 2, 1, 2. So thumb, 2, 1, 2, thumb, 2, 1, 2. Now once again, I'm not, just come a bit closer so my guitar is visible in the picture. Once again, I'm not doing this. And then bringing my hand up and doing that and then going back. I'm actually plucking my thumb up as well, see? Okay, so that my hand, you'll notice it doesn't move. Stays in the same position. Okay, now once you got that, we're going to take this finger down to fret 1, still on string 4. So we've got 1 there and 1 here. Okay, I call these bits, I call them the boom boom booms because it goes boom boom boom. Just one of my weirdo names, but you'll know what I'm talking about now when I say play 1 boom boom boom. Alright, okay, so 2, fret 2, string 4, and then a boom boom boom, and then fret 1, string 4, and a boom boom boom. Now you're going to go to string 5 up to fret 4. Okay, and you're going to do 1 there. So there's 4, and do a boom, boom, boom. So have a go at that now. So you've got fret 2, and you've got fret 1, then you've got fret 4 on string 5 now. We're going to go down to, we're going to stay on string 5 and we're going to go down to fret 2. Okay, so I'll just get this little thing out, is vibrating on the back of my guitar and going bzzz. Okay, so let's just do that again. So we've got 2, then we're going down to fret 1. Now we're going to fret 4, string 5, Now we're staying on that string and going down to fret 2. Then we've got a little easy bit. We're going to do an open string, still on string 5. Then we're going to put our finger back to where we just took it off from on fret 2. And at the moment we're going to do a full boom boom boom. And then we're going to do a big fatty. And then we're going to do 2 boom boom booms on their own like this. And then another one. Okay, so the whole thing's going to sound like this, and don't panic, I will send you a sheet with it all on. So it's going to go 2, 1, 4, 2, open, 2, big fatty. Okay. Now you may notice when you get the sheet that last little bar up here, where is it? Oh, up here, looking backwards, is slightly different, but we'll fix that later. Right now, all I want you to do is get used to the thumb, finger. All right. Okay. Now, when you get your sheet, some of you will already have it, but those of you who don't already have it, so I'll just put nice and close there. You can see here those little O-O-O's. That's your boom boom boom. That's this. Okay? So you don't really need to worry too much about them, because you know that there's one of those after every single thumb note. Alright, now I've got my thumb notes circled there. Sorry, I've got my thumb notes circled there, so you've got the fret 2, my point here, fret 2, and then fret 1, then we changed strings and we went down to string 5, fret 4, 2, open, then we went back to fret 2, then we did big fatty, and we did 2 boom boom booms. Okay, so that's how you read it, and it's quite, yeah, it's easy to read if you think of it like that. If you look at it any other way, it could look a bit scary. Okay, now that line there and this line here are exactly the same. And like I say, we're going to fix up a little adjustment down in these lines there later on, but we'll get the whole picking pattern and everything working first. Okay, so what I suggest you do is you keep an eye on your fingers, make sure you're doing it right. Don't waste your time using like one finger, or we're here to train these fingers. That's what we've got to do. So anything else is just a waste of time. All right. So thumb, finger. If you're having trouble and you find that your hand keeps flopping around, grab hold of it and see if you can make it do that. Just see if. So you hold it still, so it can't go like this. And the other thing really to watch, and this is where videos aren't so good as far as teaching is concerned, you have got to be very careful that you don't start trying to rest your wrist so that you're playing with these little tiny claws like this. See that? Like that? It's not good. When you're doing it, see how I'm playing with my whole finger? So my fingers are sort of rounded like that, not like this. Be real careful of that, eh? Just keep an eye on it. If you see your fingers looking like little crab claws, just think, nah. Pull them up and let them pull them up and drop them down a little bit so that they can operate really easily. All right, that's Oktoberwind Part 1. I'm going to have next week, or at some time, I'm going to have a little hangout time where we'll just be working on Oktoberwind, so you're quite welcome to hop into that lesson if you want. I'll let you know when that is. Okay, this is great. So that's me, and come back once you've got that and we'll do Oktoberwind Part 2. See you later.